Alright, well, still waiting for, what you call it? The game between Memminger and LMS. After waiting 20 minutes, for the most bullshit reason, we're finally here. I mean, I say we're finally here as if the game started, but still didn't start, so you never know. I don't know if they will play this on main, or if they will play this on Smoke Tours. We'll see, I suppose. I think everyone who's somewhat interested in DPL should just join this Discord to just read the fucking bullshit going on. Right, well, it's 20 past 12 for me, as in, it's night now. It's quite late, but I was still awake, so thought I would stick around for this game. Still waiting. This is so fucking not funny. Man, what is this shit? I'm actually gonna be super upset if Endmus wins this. Purely because, well, of course, Memminger being on my team, but also after this bullshit, he doesn't deserve to win. Memminger, of course, being the patient, epic guy who waited 20 minutes, he deserves to win. Motherfuckers here are talking about army recruiters. Must be from the US then, I suppose. Still waiting. I'll be casting this one on my own. In the meantime, I'll don't know, start a random battle. Need to do something in the meantime. Alright, we're throwing up the big web. This guy thinks yawning. That's the right play, I really want to Memento, even though it's such a bad. Oh, I got Hoopa? Wait, the fuck? Why is Hoopa in here? This isn't Gen 9, right? Hoopa isn't in Gen 9. Hey, are we starting? Yep, we're starting. Fuck this random guy. You can have the points. Bam. There we are. Switching, of course, to Memminger's side. Memminger bringing Rain, with Porygon next to it. And Animus, of course, having that Volcanion is a huge help for him. Also has his own Porygon. Ooh, damn. Based on the matchup, I'd say Animus has this, but it's still decently equal. It isn't like they already one of them already lost, if you know what I mean. Still pretty equal. Serena still has triple X on this generation, so you know that Zygarde better watch out. Same for Rillaboom. Yeah, so what's your game plan here when you are Meminger? I suppose you really want to get rid of that Volcanion, because according to my trained eye, a Therphorn just fucking wins as soon as a Volcanion is dead and your Therphorn is at good health and has some setup behind it. Preferable also, of course, to take that Pheromosa out. Yeah, the one thing though from Meminger, there's one real way to take out Volcanion, which is pretty effective for, and that's Zapdos. Of course, you can also just try to kind of brute force your way through it with Kingdra, Draco Meteor, T-Bolt from Porygon 2. I assume it carries T-Bolt or Thunder maybe even with little heat because it's on rain. Who knows? But yeah, I think the whole like center of this game is gonna be a little bit around the Volcanion. Kingdra, apart from Volk, looks pretty good actually. Only one resist, besides Volcanion, which is Rillaboom. Volcanion is actually immune to it. We see the Porygon out straight off the rip. Zapdos from Meminger. Zapdos probably for the Tailwind support, or to maybe catch a greedy Volcanion on the lead. Who knows? Yeah, I wouldn't want to set up Tailwind at this point, purely because of, the option of Track Room exists. And you don't really need Tailwind that badly, I'd say. I mean, I say that, but you kind of want it anyways. I thought for a second Kingdra is faster than anything, but I mean, like, it is faster than everything, but I don't know if you want it that badly. The Zapdos is really important though, you can't let it get chipped for no good reason. Because it defeats Rillaboom, it deals with Volk, and it does just good chip overall. Getting a nice 32% chip, oh, okay. Plus the 49% chip on the Metagross. He Thunder Punches in return, doing almost 60, plus a para, but the Jack button comes, I suppose you can call it kind of clutch. I assume his Porygon will try to kill the Politoed together with that Metagross, maybe a little team up. Otherwise might go for Trick Room maybe. Maybe Ice Beams into the Pharaoh, that's also a possibility. So what do you do if you're Meminger here? I personally would like to get something in that could revenge kill the Metagross, but on the other hand, or not revenge kill, but just because there's no revenge, just clean it up I suppose. So you don't want something that's slower, but on the other hand also you want something that like, you don't want Kingdra to take a lot of chip here. Kingdra of course being ideal in this situation because of muddy water, but you don't want to get that in when Porygon still has to move and probably targets into your slot. So he goes into his own Porygon, T-Bolt comes out, does a whole 13, does absolute jack shit. Porygon for Meminger looks pretty decent here because it got the special attack boost. Porygon actually looks really good for Meminger here. Ice Beam, T-Bolt, or Thunder even, as I said. You kinda go for it all. The Theramosa is kinda annoying, and not Rillaboom. Metagross is almost dead, and of course the other Porygon. So what do you do here? I would say you just set up Theraphorn with like a... what you call it? Iron Defense. I don't know if you even want to Iron Defense, because when that Volcanion comes in, that's kinda it, you know. What happens here? An Iron Defense anyways. A Trick Room up. Yeah, I feel like the Porygon 2 must have Thunder on this because of rain. There's no reason to run T-Bolt, and normally you run just Bolt Beam. Body press. Hello. The reverse truck. That's really unfortunate because, like, otherwise you would have been in such a solid position because you could probably kill a Volcanion. If I see that Ice Beam does 9, no way T-Bolt or Thunder, as I said, doesn't kill it after. I think. Do I think that? Yeah, I kind of think that. Thunder must kill. And then your Fairphone would have just started sweeping on the Trick Room. I think... Oh, it's really hard, because you don't want to switch Fairphone out per se, because of that boost you got and the other Porygon being there, you could kill that otherwise. On the other hand, as I said, Fairphone is a fucking big win condition here, you don't want to drop that. So, if Fairphone doesn't carry Protect, I think you should switch it out, probably. I mean, you can probably get in on numbers of other occasions. I'm not sure if it's worth staying in here for this. Because what if, like, while it's still in the rain and Fairphone is bulky, a heat wave or maybe even an overheat from Volcanion will... I don't think it will knock it out. Maybe it does, but if it doesn't knock out the Thero, it will do... Like, I don't know. Like, 80 plus. Of course I don't know the set of this Volcanion, maybe it is full defensive, 0 special attack, could be, I don't know. For all I know. Oh. You're right. Never mind. Yeah, so Memnger taking his time here. Switches in the Kingdra is... Oh, has Protect. Maybe banking on... Oh, gets a crit. That still does so much. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. I think what Memnger maybe banked on was the other Porygon reversing trick. I don't know. I don't know why you want to switch it. I suppose, indeed, the Steam Eruption in rain would do so much to Porygon. Even though it's a Porygon, right? So I got to switch, but... Damn, that a crit was 40%. I mean, I get that it's a crit, I get that it's in rain, I get that it is a Volcanion, but I mean, Kingdra 4 times resisted. So... That's quite the power behind that. We see Protect coming out. Body Press. Killing the Metagross. Yeah, Rillaboom can now Oko Kingdra easily with Grassy Glide. Rain has ended, which is not preferable. Yeah, what I think you do here is you... It depends on, of course, on what's coming in, because if Rillaboom doesn't come in, you keep the Kingdra and you would switch Terraform out for Politoed. And if Rillaboom does come in, well, now you're fucked, I suppose. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you don't. Oh, sorry. It's pretty late for me right now. Maybe you don't want to switch in that Politoed when, because of the Steamer up damage on something else. I don't know. That's a tough one. You really want to kill that Volcanion so your big win condition called Fairforn can start doing what it needs to do. Serena. Oh, I completely forgot about Serena. That's a pretty good play. But it didn't Grassy Glide. Probably predicting Serena. For those who don't know, and I assume everyone knows, but I'll explain it anyways. Maybe there's one guy watching. Well, maybe there's just one guy watching. Could very well be. But maybe there's also one guy watching that doesn't know what just went, or what just happened. And that's that Serena's ability, Queenly Majesty, blocking all priority moves. Of course, Grassy Glide being a priority move when Grassy trains up, it would have blocked that, and it would have been a pretty obvious play, I suppose you could say, for the Grassy Glide into the Kingdra. Either way, he killed the Porygon in trade of his Kingdra. I don't think it was a particularly good trade, but I suppose it does work. And what else do you do? And as I said, you really want to take down that Volcanion, so I understand the try he made there. And of course, if it all worked out, he would have been in a great position, but now we see the Pheromosa come in, and Pheromosa is in a very scary place to start sweeping now. Therafron is basically Therafron. Zapdos. Zapdos especially now your only savior. So you better also pray it isn't Sash, I suppose. I mean, of course you could still get around it, but it doesn't make it easier. Yeah, the Solar Hermosa could be everything from choice to sash to special to physical to mixed to whatever you want it to be. Or don't want it to be, I suppose, if you're Meminger or Zygarde going in. Probably predicting that Zapdos of course being the obvious play because that's the only thing you can really bring against Pheromosa and just hope it does have triple X or something. Like the main thing is you can't really bring anything else in, and even Zapdos doesn't really like to be in against a Pheromosa, especially not in combination with the Zygarde. So I think you once said, ooh, Clutch Lift maybe, but I mean Zygarde has a spread move, so it really doesn't matter that much besides for maybe the damage reduction from the spread move, because there are now 2 Pokemon on the field instead of 1. Rillaboom coming in, Volt switching it out, probably Porygon or Pharaoh. You could even sack the Polita to be honest, but oh, I just let one rip. Well, that's the beauty of being in your own home and house. Oh, it's getting late. At least tomorrow I'm not free, but I can kind of plan in my own day, so I can wake up late if I want to. Be an absolute burden for society. Either way, Therefore, taking a little chip. Realistically only took 14% because of recovery. Yeah, I think you kind of want Porygon in at this point. And just kind of pray it all works out how you want it to. Because what you do here, like your only hope here is to Trick Room. But of course Rillaboom's still carrying that Fake Out, probably faking out the Porygon. Might also just try to kill it with a Glide or a Wood Hammer or whatever it carries, maybe a Superpower. In combination with Zygarde's 1000 Arrows. So far I would say it's looking real bleak for Meminger. Yeah. Team matchup also, I would say Animus had the upper hand in terms of team matchup. I will say though, I'm getting very annoyed by Animus being in the better position and probably winning. Of course, don't get me wrong, Meminger can still pull it back, but it isn't as likely. Now, the reason why I don't want to see Animus win is, of course, you know, Meminger is on my team. And Animus was a fucking 30 minutes late. So Meminger just waited 30 minutes for this guy, just for this, you know. Either way, it is what it is. Streaming, nobody's watching. It's all good though. Because I would watch this anyways. Yeah, maybe a para action? Nope. Maybe Iron Defense can still clutch it out somehow if you get up your rain. Volcanion for some reason doesn't kill with Heat Wave or whatever fire move it's carrying, or better yet, it misses completely. Rillaboom gets paired here. Doesn't, alright, that's not preferable per se. Body Press. This time we don't see the Pori switch out. Yeah, no, this is over. Because that Volcanion is coming in. And that's that. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Meminger losing this one. But it is what this is. So far he's been doing great in the tournament, so... Our phone needs to drop a game at a certain point, you know? Yeah, the team matchup wasn't preferable. It was really important for Meminger to get the Trick Room up or to at least kill Volcanion. Yeah, where did we see the... Sorry, the first Trick Room? Yeah, on turn 3. Yeah, that's that. GG's. And I'm going to bed now. It's 20 before 1 AM. So, for no one that watched, I hope you enjoyed. And